their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scannaboo on the ground. And his charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Darts out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On 1st down, here's Darts. And this one is knocked away from the intended target. Good start for the defense here as that incompletion brings up 2nd down. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like it attacking the pass, not just playing the defense. But
he's got it inside the 25. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there, and a new set of downs.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scannaboo. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest game.
Scannaboo. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Vacates quickly left side. And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series.
Giants.
Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Schrader with the extra point. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Schrader on to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Okay, ready.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on 1st. Had some room to work and he took advantage. Give him 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's able to take this one down at 25. 6-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
the well again. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They give it to him again. Nothing doing on the draw block. That's going to send him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Screen here for Gibbs. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Let's go now. 70 range. Touchdown. 18 run.
McCarthy throwing on 4th down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Don't tell these guys the odds, partner. They call the right play at the right time. Gain 13 on 4th and 10. That's enough for a first down.
At the 12-yard line.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one's right down the middle. And the Vikings start off real tight thing, 7-7. And after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Your start now. Taking a shot deep here. That's complete inside the 35. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants take the lead on the first play of the drive. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Some good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Going on first down. It's Dobbs. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. So we're through one. It's a 14-7 game. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. He put everything he had into this one. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. It's a pick for 6.
Touchdown.
He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick. You get over, cut off his lanes, and if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Here's the backup. First throw. Fits it through the middle. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. The rookie from Florida found the opening, and it ends up in a first down. New set of downs for him, and starts at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Working on first down. Completed over the middle. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
This finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a one-score game in the first half. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
And it's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Marcus Jones ranging over for the stop. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Darts. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. Throwing deep towards the end zone. He has the first over the middle. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 13-point lead. Schrader now to add the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Now one of the Vikings in some pain out there. So we'll get a stoppage here as he's helped by trainers. Schrader on to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned. So I'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Outside, so I'm staying inside. Show you with my box, take a food like Tupac. I see a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Don't know the west side, give it side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the beast we die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Rolling from the gun here. Completes downfield to Felton. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Trying for the touchdown. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You could feel him, Kate. You could feel the convoy rolling. They thought they might have another one, but unfortunately, another touchdown. But you know what? Not going to stop them from celebrating in another big game-changing play.
That's completed right side. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. It's not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Short pass brought in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes.
And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. Schrader now to add the point after. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
60 Mavericks.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Giants take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Here starts. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense.
That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Schrader on to kick this one away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. And they're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. This is thrown towards the defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
He's trying to find Ty Felton with that one. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. Gets it to the 15. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings chop some of the lead off before the half. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to get your job done.
Chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Scatterboo now from the gun. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
One like that, Kane, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here starts. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusting tight end.
This is caught inside the 15. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards at the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Goes to the hurry up here.
A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Darts out of the shotgun. Headed out right. And they take this in for the score. The Giants get more points to end a lopsided first half. Schrader now to add the point after.
For the point after.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants grow their lead yet again.
48. Vikings 21.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
Warriors 70, Panther 11.
He's back to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, King. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
60 by.
Looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Schrader on to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.